That was fun while it lasted. Well, we're back up. We were up till 2 a.m. last night, and it's 7:30. We're going again. Dad's getting ready to go home here. But over the last probably 2 or 3 months, we're about to show you a bunch of clips from a lot of different things, because we were going to release the video that led us to this moment. And after last night, it doesn't really make sense to release all of it because it doesn't really matter, I guess. So probably the low point of my racing career when it comes to equipment stuff and equipment failure. So we're going to show you some highlights here, and then we will show you, I guess, what got us to this point right here. So hope you guys enjoy the video. We were getting ready for Kokomo Speedway. That got canceled. So
thank the good Lord.
Yeah, thank God that got canceled, and you will find out here shortly. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I haven't been videoing much of this because the only video you guys would be seeing would be me just looking confused the entire time. So let me kind of show you what I did do during this process. Made a couple changes, and I need to just go get some parts here in just a second. So okay, so I swapped to the OEM harness. I had like a K-tuned harness in there. They had converted it to go to a K24 crank sensor, and then also converted it for different injectors. And we just have stock injectors right now. So I just did not want to deal with this. We're too close here to the race, and I want to make sure that this is all set. Okay, Mr. Dave's, he's hiding. He said it's too hard to get in this car. He's got the radiator all done. So he made the custom brackets. Hey, video one, right? Yep. It's about to get crazy with the Fryer family crew showing up. So yes, we're getting ready to pull the engine on the RSX so that we can drop our big engine coming soon into this, get it tuned. If it has an issue, then we will run what we have in the current hatchback. If it doesn't, we'll swap the engines, get ready for Kokomo. Throwing you guys on a time lapse, we're getting ready to work. D told me that we weren't close enough as a team.
We're close now.
Yeah. This is called team bonding right now. We're headed over to Dave's house. We'll see you guys in a second. What's wrong, Dave?
My dad's here.
You're here, your dad's here to antagonize you? Yeah. Dave and I back here are working on the conversion bracket for the brakes. We're in full force. Oh, got the seat in or not mounted, but somewhat in, so we could see the positioning of the steering wheel and the shifter assembly. So a lot to do, but we're working hard. The guys out here are almost done skinning the doors. Well, what? Well, you might as well tell them what you're doing now.
Huh?
I set up the video to open the trunk, get this dramatic opening, but you might as well tell them what you're doing.
Well, this morning I left. I got up early, went and got parts, drove 10.5 hours. It's what, 9 o'clock now?
Something like that.
And I brought a package because I'm the mailman.
Yeah. You're living up to that name now for sure.
So I drove all this way just so Travis could have some shifter cables.
Yeah. For the cables, huh?
Yeah, this is not. And a little more horsepower.
All right, middleman, talk to him.
Alright, the intake's on, water thermostat, alternator, power steering pump, starter, water jacket, harmonic balancer, the crank position sensor, the VVT's done.
We got to pull the camshaft position sensors.
We're gonna pull the camshaft position sensors and put ones off his other motor because we know they were working. The oil sending unit. Tomorrow we'll come out here and put the clutch pressure plate, transmission, half shaft, motor mounts, and put it in, and should be ready to go. 300 plus.
Yeah.
All right, Travis. So next morning we worked about 11. So here's the motor. We got everything on it. It don't look as clean as it did when I had it.
Yeah.
Put all this older stuff on it that we didn't buy, but new. But we got it ready to go. Fixing to drop it in, so we're gonna put y'all on a time lapse, because if we don't, and it takes us 2 hours to get this in, y'all gonna laugh at us.
And we haven't even told them why we're dropping into the RSX.
Dropping in the RSX to go get it tuned. It might come back out if Mr. Dave gets the hatch
We might
finished.
we might not be able to take the hatch though. We'll see.
Yeah. We just got to get a tune on it. We got to get a car that's ready to go to the tuner.
At this point, hopefully one car is going to Kokomo Speedway.
Hopefully. All right, I'm gonna let Travis set y'all up. Got a charger.
With the fuel, right?
Everything, yeah.
No, I did. I just nervous.
Crank that. If it had a hot battery in it, crank right away.
Give them the update.
Picked up another motor.
Yeah, we did. On the way to do something else.
Way to go have it tuned. Stopped and picked another motor up. It's got 6.8 drag cartel. And bored over 400,000. Got V8 Chevrolet pistons in it.
It's an Eco Honda.
Yeah, we got an Eco Honda. But Ecotech pistons behind the motor.
Well, we're heading to Taylor's. Thome Yours Performance. and he's incredible. He's kind of been low-key with us and just said, hey, drop it off, I'll get it done. And yeah, Taylor's just been awesome for us. Like I said, I can't thank my sponsors enough. They, at every single moment, they individually do so much for me.
Right
So-
now, I just wish we had a drink sponsor and a hot dog sponsor. I ain't had nothing to eat or drink all day.
Poor Dad said, you gotta stop me at the gas station. I said, after this next stop, and we're already on to the next stop. And I still haven't stopped. So we gotta get the old man something to drink and eat. And then we'll be headed to Taylor's, and hopefully we can get some footage there and pick his brain a little bit. We'll see you guys in just a second. The main man here. Look at this fire truck. That looks like a good dirt front wheel drive car right there, Dad.
It's got a K motor in it. We're gonna K swap this little thing.
I think he's case swapping a Ferrari here. Yeah.
This is how we pay our tuners.
Yeah,
up here.
exactly.
Gonna make me cry.
Yeah.
We snap their back on a trailer.
I couldn't get the left side of his neck, so he couldn't get 5 more.
So we gonna give him 2 adjustments since he got 300 plus horsepower.
I'll
With
be
250 pounds of torque. That's incredible.
I'll be adjusting this man the rest of his life.
It's almost unbelievable, really.
Yeah, I know. It probably is unbelievable.
All right, so we've been working on this wiring here for Travis's the new Civic build, and just got it all mocked up here. Just trying to get wires where they need to go, so we know what's what needs to be where. So when ECU is mounted in, it can wire in correctly and run all the wires nicely, everything like that. So, but now we got a main kill switch. There's our ignition switch. Let's see, ignition. Cranks. This would be fuel pump and fans, of course. Run them separately instead of running them through the ECU. Guess you could run them through an ECU, but it's just like a fail-safe, I guess. I always ran them separate, so that's how we're gonna do this one. But
Well, Pops, I don't even know what we all did in this video. I told Skylar I have no clue what footage we've sent because we hodgepodged it because we've been non-stop for what, 2 weeks? Maybe more, because Dave's been non-stop for a month.
Yeah, this is a video. I don't know how Skylar's gonna do it.
I don't know.
He gonna do it where it's just the hatch, or if it's the hatch. So we've been building 2 cars at the same time, or not building them, but rebuilding 2 cars.
Yes.
One building, one rebuilding. So pretty much built Travis a big motor. And we were going to go to the Kokomo race, and the hatch didn't look like it was going to be able to be finished because
Tornado hit Dave's house.
tornado hit Dave's house. Also, the SCDRA has a lot more rules than your local tracks do. So a lot of stuff had to be added.
Figured out the gas tank wasn't legal
Yeah.
for one division, but not for the other division. So
Yeah, so anyhow, I told Travis get the RSX. So D and them came over, I think, get
that was for the hatch.
didn't they come pull the motor for the
Yes,
RSX?
yeah. So we pulled the motor for the RSX with kind of a limited plan, and then that ended up being
The plan.
The plan.
So I told him get me a car rolling so we can get it to the tuner. And then if we had time this week, we were gonna swap it over to the hatch. But they canceled the race, so that's really a plus for us. We got kind of caught behind the 8 ball on this one, but he ought to have him a motor that can hang with some of these Cavaliers up here now for sure. We're gonna go see here in just a little bit.
Yep. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Like I said,
We'll film at the track.
get some footage. This might be the outro, and the intro might be in the next 20
Yeah,
seconds.
who knows? right now we're heading to Brownstown Bull Ring.
Brownstown Bull Ring, quarter mile, just like
Quarter mile,
Kokomo.
just like Kokomo. So it ought to give us a
Indication of where we'd have been.
somewhat. And I think the mailman's gonna make them start running these motors harder. I've got some tires we're gonna put on. And gonna make this thing hit the chip.
It already was. What you think, Pops?
I think it's gonna be different for you.
Definitely going to be different.
You know, stocker.
First time I've ever, actually, it's the first time I've ever driven anything, but
Stop.
yeah. It's the first time I've ever driven anything that has anything done to it. So that will be unique. And I'm sure I'll have to learn a little bit of throttle control versus just throwing a 111 salvage, shameless plug, 111 salvage engine straight into it. My other car that I actually won a couple races in last year, that came straight from the yard. We didn't even upgrade the oil pump on that one, so it's pulled out and probably going to be sent down to y'all, right, Pops?
That's the one you want us to take.
Yeah, we'll take something. But so it'll be unique to run something with a little bit more horsepower. And then we're gonna get there. I had work today. I saw like 34 patients, so it wouldn't be a video with me in it if we weren't late to something. So we're gonna get there with about an hour left of the test and tune, and hopefully I'd love to get on the track twice, but we'll at least get on there one time. I told Pops, and he agreed with this. We're gonna run about anywhere from 2 to 3 laps at like 60%, break it in a little bit, and then slowly open it up, see what it gets done.
Yeah.
You got anything to add to that?
It's already been broken in at the tuners.
Yes. But you got anything to add before we get to the track?
Now we're gonna see how it goes.
See how it goes. We'll see you guys soon.
Driving out, first time. Got a little more power?
I'll be honest, I never really. We got some power steering fluid. How did it look?
Sound like you was hitting the chip a few times.
That's because the moment I got into it, just breaking the wheels.
you got to learn to drive it now.
No, what I mean is that I'm not even exaggerating. The first couple laps, I probably was a quarter throttle. Because I'm not kidding. My foot was laying on the gas just trying to get into it, because if I try, and then I was like, I guess I should bust it off, and no, it will just.
So you gotta go through the turns quicker, so that you got more roll, so that you don't.
Well, also I didn't want to. I really, honestly, did not want to test it and hit the wall, knowing that I had a bigger tire on the front left.
Okay, so we're gonna put the bigger tires on it.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, we need less.
All right.
Yeah.
Feels a lot different. Got some ponies now.
Sounds like a walk. All right. Well, went out the first time. Just kind of let it break in a little bit. Gave it a couple laps. Pretty happy with it so far. Barely got into it, and it was just screaming and breaking the tires off a little bit. So we definitely have enough. We're moving up in tire size just to let it help with the braking, and Dad's getting the tire pressure on. We'll go from there. So probably going to take it out here in a second.
Alright, it's our second time out. Change tires, take some of the torque out.
rotate centered through the corner. Every time I thought it'd break around, it just kept going up straight. So we really don't have massive setup done on this thing yet, even from getting kind of knocked out at Tri-City, but we needed to make it over here just to test the engine. So we're gonna try and put a big back right tire just to help out. That was fun while it lasted. She blew up. She blew up. I think it blew up. Fired it up. Crap, it was fast. I don't know why. Taylor got on it hard at the two. We ain't really wide open. Yeah. Look, he didn't do nothing wrong here. It happens. Let me go and see what happened. Let me go, I want to see what happened. Right there. What? Pretty good. There's metal in it. Okay. Hang on, we gotta get the.
Well, so far, we haven't found anything with the head. None of the valves are hit. The bearings still act like they're in good shape. The pistons still look like they're in good shape. I don't know why the rod just broke. There's two of them broke. So, don't know what caused that. But we'll see.
So much for the new rear main seal, huh?
Huh?
Said so much for my new rear main seal. I'm just joking.
I
Pop,
didn't even see the wrist pin and the rest of that.
Pops,
Yeah.
I'm in better, well, I don't know if it can be called better moods, but actually let's start over, hang on. Well, when we first started this video, 2 or 3 hours ago, well, more like 5 hours ago.
What time is it? 1 or 2?
It's 1 a.m.
1 o'clock in the morning.
We, I don't think we thought we'd be here, right?
Absolutely did not think this.
No.
This was, I thought one of the best motors we'd put together.
And guys, here it is now. Gone.
You can make a 2-cylinder out of it somewhere.
Obliterated through the block, shredded straight through. I mean, crank is gone. Every single thing is gone. And the reason why is, move this crap out of the way. The reason why is the rod snapped in half. We have checked everything, trying to make sure that there was nothing wrong. Bearings look great. All bearings look great.
I mean, they look good for a scattered motor. They ain't burnt. A few of them's got some scratches in them from debris that went through them, but
The squirters are all good.
they're all still bolted in. They ain't good no more.
Yeah, except getting decapitated. I don't know, Dad. I don't really have anything else to add, do we?
I ain't never seen it quite do that with a H-beam rod.
It just completely lost itself. So
Good pistons. But
yeah.
all race motors blow up. Just don't want them to blow up the
First practice.
practice.
It was fast until it wasn't.
Son, it was fast.
It was fast.
You were gonna have to learn how to hang on to this one.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'm learning how to let go of it.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's 1 a.m. We gotta clean up. Pops
I
is,
gotta go home in the morning.
yeah. So, not a good one, guys. Actually, probably my worst one. This is my worst video ever. I've had a lot of bad things happen, but this is definitely my worst one. So,
But this show right there. Some more motors.
I got more motors over there, but I did
But
not.
we ain't gonna put these high-dollar rods and pistons in another one.
Yeah, I spent $600 on a kit for it
So
to
I'm gonna
fail.
go ahead and tell y'all right now, this one was making a good bit of horsepower. I don't tell my numbers. But we ain't gonna have another one make this much. We're going back to a stock bottom end with some cams, and if it makes 240, it makes 240 and it should run.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, we thought it was a good motor.
It was.
It was making good horsepower.
Man, it felt amazing. First, I mean, I think I got it on the video, but I think I told Pops, I said it's not even the same car. It's not even the same thing. So, anyway, signing out, guys. I'm gonna
We
reach.
can auction them off. Everybody, hey, we'll waffle them off. If everybody wants them, we'll waffle them off. $1 a spot. 500 spots for $1.
I guess the last question I'd have for all YouTube people out there is, how much is scrap aluminum going for? So,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next time.